What's up YouTube? Back with another video, and today I'm going to go over 5 plays in the Pistons playbook, and at the end I'll show a few clips of me using some of these plays against real people and playing out online. So with that being said, let's get into it. The first play is the quick 23 give 1. You can call this for anybody that has 3-point priority. If you don't know what play priorities are, I'll leave a card on the screen and a link in the description to a video that can help you. And it's designed to get you a 3-pointer at the top of the key or on the wing, depending on what you do. So right here I call it for Ellington, and he's going to start in the corner, and Wright is gonna have the ball on the wing. Then you're gonna hand the ball off to Bay, and after that happens, Ellington will get a screen from both Grant and Plumlee, come up to the top of the key and get open for a 3. In this example, Ellington gets a 3 on the wing. So again, he's going to start in the corner and Wright is going to have the ball on the wing. But this time, I'm not going to pass it to Bay. I'm going to keep it. And I'm supposed to stand in the corner, but I go into the post and I'll explain why later. But after a couple seconds, Ellington will get the screen from Grant and Plumlee. And then he'll get a screen from Bay, go out to the wing and get open for a 3. So this play is pretty good, and I remember this play from my Thunder playbook video that I did like way back in 2K19. And I remember saying that even though this play is good and it works, it should work more than it does. And it's because for some reason, he doesn't run through the screens like he actually wants to get open. He just be moseying along through the screens like it's whatever. And he moves really slow. I don't know why that is, and there's nothing you can really do about it. But that is something that I noticed. And the reason I go into the post instead of staying in the corner is because if you stay in that corner, you could step out of bounds, or people could reach and foul you or even steal the ball. And if you're just standing there, it's like kind of obvious that you might be running a play or like you're doing something. So I go into the post just so that my opponent can focus on stopping that, and they won't notice my shooter coming off of screens getting open for a 3. Plus I can see this being very useful in my team if you have a bigger guard like Luka or even Magic Johnson, because you can turn it into a post up for them with a pass out to the 3-point line if necessary, and it just adds another element to the play. The next play is the ISO 32 quick. You can call this for anybody with isolation priority, and even though it's an ISO play, I like using it to get some 3s. So the first option ends up being a 3 on the wing. So right here I call it for Grant, and he's gonna start on the block, and Wright is gonna have the ball at the top. Then Grant will get a screen from Ellington, come out to the wing, and if you're open, take the shot. And the second option ends up being a 3 for Ellington. So again, I call it for Grant, and he's going to be on the block. Wright is going to have the ball at the top. Grant gets the screen from Ellington, but this time I'm not open, so I just hold the ball. And then Ellington will get a screen from Plumlee and Bay, come out to the opposite wing and get open for a 3. So this play is pretty good and it's pretty consistent. The only thing I don't like is that sometimes Ellington won't come all the way out to the wing to get open for the 3. He'll just run through the screens and then just stop and go into the corner. And he's usually never open when that happens. And I don't know why that is. I don't know what causes it, but it can mess up the play. So be mindful of that. The next play is the fist 71 down. You can call this for anybody that has pick and roll ball handler, pick and roll point, or pick and roll man priority. And it's a pick and roll play that's really good at getting lobs. So right here I call it for Plumlee, and he's gonna start on a free throw line, and Wright is gonna have the ball at the top. Then Ellington will come up and set a screen, and as he does that, Plumlee will come up, and it looks like he sets the screen, but he really doesn't. He just comes up and then he slips real fast and rolls to the rim. And when he does that, a lot of the times he will get behind his defender and he'll be open for a lob. So I like this play, and it can be pretty effective against people that off ball as well, because when they do, they usually off ball on the center, and they usually ball watch a lot too. So when you come off that screen and start attacking, their first reaction is to go and try to cut you off and meet you at the rim. So when they do that, your big man has a free road to the rim, and even though he will still usually be in the paint, he's not in position to stop the lob, and by the time he figures it out, he's getting dunked on. Also, be on the lookout for your other teammates as well, because I'm in practice mode, so I'm getting a lot of dunks, but in a real game, help defense is a lot more aggressive. So sometimes as you drive, that corner guy, he'll help, and if he does, then you'll get an easy 3 in the corner. And also be on the lookout for your screener as well. In this case is Ellington, because as you drive, sometimes the defense doesn't switch in time, or they might even just get stuck, and he'll go out to the top of the key, so sometimes he'll be open as well. So don't just look for the lob every time, be aware of your other teammates as well. The next play is the fist 4 out STS. STS. You can call this for anybody with pick and roll point or pick and roll ball handler priority, and it's just a simple double pick and roll play. So right here I call it for right, and he's gonna start with the ball at the top. Then Plumlee will set a screen for Grant, and then both Grant and Plumlee will screen for right. And then you're gonna attack, and as you attack, Plumlee rolls and Grant fades out to the 3-point line. So from there it's just making the right decision. So this play is pretty simple, but it's still really effective, and I can see it being a lot more useful if you have a faster, more athletic guard, because once you come off those screens, it's basically a foot race to the rim, and that'll be really hard for the defense to deal with. And just like the last play, be on the lookout for your other teammates as well. And the last play is Floppy. You can call this for anybody with 3-point priority, and you have 4 opportunities for 3-point shots. So right here I'll call it for Ellington, and the first option gets him a 3 on the wing. So he's gonna start on the block, and right is gonna have the ball at the top. Then Ellington will get a screen from Grant, come out to the wing, and get open for a 3. And if he's not open, the play ends in a pick and roll, so you can create a shot off of that. The next option ends up being a corner 3 for Bay. So again, I have the ball at the top of right, and Bay's at the foul line. Then he'll get a screen from Plumlee, go into the corner, and get open for a 3. This one ends in the pick and roll as well, so if you're not open, you can try and create a shot off of that. This next option ends up being a wing 3 for Bay. So again, right has the ball at the top, Bay's at the foul line. Then he gets a screen from Plumlee, goes into the corner, but I don't pass it to him, I just hold the ball. And then Plumlee will screen for him again. Then he'll come out to the wing and get open for a 3. And the last option ends up being a corner 3 for Ellington. So again, right has the ball at the top, Ellington is on the block, then he gets a screen from Grant, comes out to the wing, but I keep the ball at right, and then Grant will screen for him again. Then he'll go into the corner and get open for a 3. So I've talked about this play in a few different playbooks, and it's a really common play that's in a lot of playbooks, and I like it, but I really only use it for the wing 3 opportunities, not so much the corner ones, because I just feel like the wing opportunities are more consistent. So that's pretty much it for the plays, and this playbook is not bad. It has some pretty useful plays in it, and the rest of the video is just some clips of me using some of these plays against real people and playing out online. And I'll also have a full gameplay with the Pistons coming out in a few days. And I hope this helped you. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more content.
Now Lee drives to the hoop, plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Now here's Lee. Throws it up high. Lays it in off the pretty angle. Right with it. Lillard picks him up. Grant up top. Pass to Bay. Launches it. No good that time. A nice shot.
Beautiful catch and shoot. Look at the pass right on time. And Tobias, he knocks it down.
Grant outside. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Curry shoot.
What taking
I know
by Simmons. So
shot
he's
two right here.
His break try to take him on.
Here's Bay. Another 3 for Detroit.
And that's exactly what he's looking